In the shadow of a legend, it's easy to get lost, but Lukas Nelson isn't fading into the background. He's stepping into the spotlight. For over a decade, Lukas Nelson has built a steady reputation in the world of country music. The 36-year-old singer-songwriter and son of Willie Nelson has been quietly building a name for himself. Whether leading his band, backing famous guitarist Neil Young on tour, or writing songs for Hollywood soundtracks, Lukas has been putting in some good work. You might not know his name off the top of your head, but chances are you've already heard his music. In 2020, he won a Grammy for his work on A Star Is Born, writing and co-producing several of its standout tracks, even appearing on screen. That moment was a turning point, a hint that Lukas Nelson was more than just a famous artist's son. Now, with the recent release of his first solo album, American Romance, Lukas Nelson is stepping out of the shadows for good. Produced by Shooter Jennings, son of Waylon Jennings, American Romance is a collection of stories wrapped in dusty highways and late-night diners, exploring themes of heartbreak, love, and death. It's the kind of record that feels like it's always existed, echoing the spirit of Townes Van Zandt, but speaking to today's country soul. He formed his band called Promise of the Real at just 19 years old. The name comes from a line in a Neil Young song that goes, "Some get stoned, some get strange, but sooner or later it all gets real." For years they toured the country and backed Neil Young. But Lukas realized something along the way. If he didn't start to define himself, he might never grow out of his father's shadow. That's why he's now surrounding himself with some of the best songwriters of this generation, collaborating with artists like Ernest, who's behind many of Morgan Wallen's chart toppers. At his core, Lukas Nelson is a songwriter. That's what brought him into working on A Star Is Born, and that's what will carry him forward. Of course, the amazing legacy of his father Willie Nelson looms large. Willie is a legend whose songs define generations and whose fans have followed him into his 90s. But Lukas knows something vital. In order to build a legacy like his father's, he has to start early and appeal to his generation. Lukas Nelson comes from country music royalty, but his greatest gift isn't his name. He's known as a kind man who's a devoted son, brother, and artist. That's what many adore about him, and that's what will make him last.